Atkinson is a legend in the world of football. He's overseen more than 1,000 matches, won 2 FA Cups with Manchester United, and is the only manager in the past 25 years to guide a club outside the top flight into Europe as cup winners with Sheffield Wednesday. After retiring 7 years ago, Big Ron became one of the nation's favourite TV pundits. But in 2004, he suffered a spectacular fall from grace after making a racist remark about Chelsea's Marcel Desailly when he thought he was off air. Ron knows his comments were indefensible, but feels he's done his time.
Terry Venables said to me once, he said, "When are you going to stop apologising?" He said, "I'm fed up of hearing you apologise," and that's right. I prefer to be judged by people I've worked with, and that includes any number of black players.
2 years on, the game's most outspoken gaffer has a point to prove. He's got over 50 years' experience under his belt, but does he still have what it takes to succeed? To find out, Sky One have set up an experiment, unique in the football world, and cast Big Ron as a troubleshooter to see if he can help revive the flagging fortunes of a lower league club. This is a world light years away from the cash-rich Premiership. Forget 20 grand a week. Players at this level are lucky if they're on 20 grand a year. And crowds are rarely over 5,000. It's a far cry from Old Trafford. Ron's challenge is to tackle problems both on and off the pitch. You'll have to advise the manager.
Have your list of points that you're going to make. Yeah. Okay, right. I think you'll find, A, that'll be a big help for you, yeah, and I think it'll be a big help for the lads.
Yeah.
He'll analyse the team and their tactics.
I'll guarantee that his first reaction will be to go there.
And take a crash course in the financial horror story of lower league life today.
Some of the things you told me, I just can't believe, you know.
So will Big Ron be able to work his magic in this down-at-heel football world?
Every club wants success on the playing field. Certain things can get you that success. For me, all important, hard work, right from top to bottom. The players, the staff, the backup people, everybody's got to be of one mind, totally committed to the cause. Secondly, decisive management, strong management. And finally, boardroom backing. That's so important. They've got to be prepared to back you to the hilt and give every bit of support that they can.
Well, that's Ron's recipe for success. Sounds simple, doesn't it? So we got in touch with a number of lower league clubs to offer them Ron's services as troubleshooter. One of the first to take up the challenge was 2nd Division Peterborough United.
Hello, top man, it's Basil Brush. I hear you're back on the market again. I need your expertise. Help, help, help.
Peterborough owner Barry Fry has just parted company with his manager, former England defender Mark Wright, and handed the reins to his assistant, Steve Bleasdale, the former coach and number 2.
What's your problem? Go on, tell us your problem.
Well, I'm in the shit, mate, as usual. I've got a new manager, Steve Bleasdale. Great coach he is, but as you and I know, it's an entirely different game when you're a manager. It would be great to have you in here, you know, with your expertise on the football matters.
I'm pretty sure that we can do something. In fact, I'll turn the car around and get over there right away.
That'll do me. Top man.
So let's take a closer look at exactly what Ron's let himself in for. Peterborough, nicknamed the Posh, were relegated to League 2 last season, but are vying for immediate re-promotion. Off the pitch, they're fighting for survival. Barry Fry has invested more than £1 million of his own money to keep the club afloat.
It has been a struggle for 2¼ years. It's a huge responsibility to pay everybody's wages every month, and touch wood, I've done it so far. My advice to anybody is don't buy a football club.
Steve Bleasdale's been given until the end of the season to prove himself as caretaker manager. Until now, he's never managed a league club, and as Ron will discover, he's a man who puts his heart and soul into his job.
Okay, now. Keep it, that's it! Foul! Fucking foul! That was never a penalty. penalty, ref.
Yeah, that's having a fuck off, isn't it? That's having a fuck off last point. Go in there.
Fucking not a penalty though, was it?
But there's more to Steve than arresting Anglo-Saxon vocabulary. He's made a dream start in charge, winning 3 out of his first 4 games and edging into the playoff spots with 13 games left to play. So could it be that Ron's task isn't so tricky after all? Or is this good run just beginner's luck? Worryingly, their cash problems mean the Posh can only afford a small squad of players, and some of them aren't playing. Central defender Chris Plummer has been diagnosed with testicular cancer. First choice keeper Mark Tyler is out with a broken rib. And most pressing for Steve, having made the difficult step up from training ground coach to all-round club manager, he's now got to win the respect of the players who used to be his mates.
Put the same efforts in as me or fuck off! And I'm telling you, and that's not like me to lose my fucking temper, because up to now, I've been as nice as fucking pie.
So those are just some of the issues facing Big Ron. Now it's time to meet the people who make the club tick.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce you all to Ron Atkinson. I've been very, very fortunate to know Ron over 30 odd years. He's not only got expertise in the football field, he's also got expertise off the football field. So I brought him in an effort to help Peterborough United Football Club. He's got my 100% authority to do things and change things if he wants to. Welcome, Ron. God
Thanks,
bless you, pal.
What I'm basically coming to do is to try and help the club in every shape or form we can. Primarily to help Steve and his team, because that's basically where I'm coming from the football side of it. But there are other areas where over the years I've seen certain things happen. I've worked at lower levels and enjoyed it at lower levels when I was at Kettering and Cambridge. So I've got a fair idea what, you know, you guys are having to put up with and having to work at. And I know money is...
non-existent.
I was going to say not plentiful, but I'll go along with that. Non-existent then. But hopefully we can start to make things happen.
It'd be silly for me, Steve Bleasdale, you know, 27 years of age, no, I'll tell a lie, 45, to not get experience of anyone. And if Ron's watching me and he says, Steve, you know, that was great, that, maybe, hey, could you add that to it? Then great, I'll use it. Providing I'm not eating me breakfast with Ron, eating me dinner and having me tea with him, that's fine. And I'm not going on the sunbeds with him, that'll do me. Sorry, Ron.
Ronnie's got the job till the end of the season. Unknown quantity, but I've been very, very impressed with him. He's got a wonderful opportunity now to start off his managerial career.
It's been a whole hobby horse of mine for years, and the fact that when somebody relatively inexperienced comes in, there's a wealth of experienced managers in this country that maybe they could tap into.
He wants to listen, he wants to learn, and from my point of view as owner of this football club, it's an absolutely ideal opportunity for you to come in here with your expertise and him to learn off you. It would be a great asset to us and might be that 5, 10, 15% more that gets us up.
An ex-manager with 31 years' experience, Barry Fry's now in the boardroom on a full-time basis. Ron knows if he can help his old friend win promotion, it'll be a massive step towards ensuring the club's future survival.
Promotion would mean so much to Peterborough. It would mean they bounce back after last season. There's slightly increased revenue from the television, of course, and other advertising possibilities. And, of course, you would get bigger gates.
We would sell more replica shirts, we'd sell more hats, we'd sell more scarves, we'd sell more mugs. So all that money would pay the wages for another month. You think, oh, another month out of the way. Last year we lost $1 million, that's 20 grand a week. We can't afford 20 grand a week.
It's Saturday. The team are on their way to Notts County, and a game they have to win if they're to keep up their promotion drive. It's Ron's first chance to see the Posh and their new boss in action.
What goes into the making of a good manager? Well, certainly he has to be clear in his instructions and his decision-making. That's very important. He's got to encourage an atmosphere of hard work and belief, and yet at the same time not inhibit the players. He's got to make sure that the players are all prepared to go out, enjoy the game, and play to their maximum, play to their full potential. And it's so important he gets the total respect of his players. After all, it's not a popularity contest.
Every game we go into, we are going to win.
Judging from this, Steve's an advocate of the rousing pre-match team talk.
3 on the run they've lost. You fucking won 3 out of 4. You're the team to beat.
Ron's first impressions from the stands are encouraging. He's immediately impressed with the way Peterborough passed the ball.
Now Carden, great ball Carden to Holden. Holden into the penalty area. Holden was caught as well to take the ball.
That's the best move we've had, mate. Your ball's luck.
Then a major breakthrough.
Do you know what? All we've got to do is fucking turn him. That's the one! Go on!
Good ball to Holden. Holden with a cross, little flicked header from Quinn. It drops to a Crow! Crow lashes it home!
Danny Crow. He's got 12 in 20. He's magic. Only 19.
Now that's against the run of play, but who fucking cares?
A second goal after the break puts Posh well in command.
That's to Jamie Day, left side of the penalty area. Appeals for handball not given. Now it's Peter Gain. Gain with a shot, and it's driven in for goal number 2. The shot from Gain. The keeper couldn't hold it, and there was James Quinn.
Good bit of football. We're all right when we play football.
Basti! Get him!
I hope they don't mean Alan Brazil. No. Keep it
So the Posh are 2 goals to the good, but Bleasdale's touchline exuberance doesn't go down well with the home fans.
That was a bit strong, a prick. I see it after the game, down here. Me and you.
Steve.
Bastard.
Interesting style, if a little direct. Despite conceding a late penalty, Peterborough hold on to win 2-1.
Hey, well done, mate. Got us luck.
Ron couldn't have hoped for a better start to his Peterborough adventure. It's now 4 wins from 5 games under rookie boss Steve, and they've strengthened their hold on a playoff spot. So what's Big Ron's verdict?
Excellent. Very good performance. Particularly impressed by the way they played. They played the quality of the passing was good. And it was a pleasant surprise to see the way they played. Okay, at the moment, fine. You know, I mean, they're in a good trot. They've won 4 out of 5, but you know, realistically, that won't continue. And maybe that is one of my experiences of the game might be helpful to the manager.
So the stage is set. After the break, Ron gets stuck in and meets the players.
Every football club I've ever been involved with, there's one guy in charge, that's the boss, the gaffer. And for my money, that's how he should be referred to.
But how will Steve react to having Big Ron on his patch? With so much at stake, tensions soon start to rise.
We are doing so well, I don't want any disruptions because he will sack me if I get 3 defeats on the run, and I don't want it.